Good morning, Shane.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Man, I'm cool and living the best life a black man in America can live.
I know today is the first day of this hair. I sprayed my hair today because it was great, and I hope it doesn't get on my. I hope it doesn't get on my headset.
I saw a study that said that you can actually, your hair can regain color
How?
if you reduce your stress.
Oh well, shit. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
lottery would do that for me then.
gray hairs aren't permanent, people.
Gray hairs aren't
They aren't
permanent.
permanent. So you just got to move to an island and detach and unplug from everything.
All
And
right,
you'll
hold on. This thing is getting on my nerves. Okay, here we go. All right, so who are we?
Man, who are we? We are two corporate seasoned veterans who are here to pass along the lessons learned from trauma received in hopes that you won't have to go through the same thing or at least laugh while you're doing
Yes, I know. Like, learn from us, learn from our
it.
mistakes.
Please do.
So, all right. So today's happy hour Friday, and
Facts.
so it's our elixir of the day is Crucian rum, made on the island of Saint
St.
Croix.
Croix. Boom. This is my favorite
Shane's
flavor,
his home.
strawberry.
Strawberry.
Squawberry. You can get them in tons of flavors. Number one rum in the
What?
world. You can get them anything from strawberry to cherry. The black cherry kind of tastes like cough medicine. I don't
It
like it.
does. That
But
sounds like it would be good though.
you have pineapple. Any flavor you can think of, you make it. And when new flavors come out, everyone gets excited because it's like, oh shit, here's something new for the game. People
Oh
drink it straight. You can mix
wow.
it into like guava punch or
So
guava juice.
strawberry. What would you like? What do you mix your strawberry with?
Oh man, I just take it like a straight.
Oh, like
I
a
don't mix
Roman.
it. But if I
Okay.
have to, then I'll do
But
like
pineapple would be good with pina colada or something like
exactly
that.
right,
Okay.
right. I like it straight. I like it straight though.
Okay. So yeah. So then today's episode's brought to you by the letter C. I know that Corona brought our episode 2 weeks ago, but so what? Um. Okay. So we got some hot topics. We got
Facts.
kids. So I think that's hilarious.
That kind of transitions us into our topic today. Um,
Yes.
so today,
For it's for the youngins.
for the youngins, right? We're doing a series of welcome to corporate America, right? And so there's things that you should and should not do when you come into corporate America. And one of the things on the list when you come into corporate America is don't feel a need to work 90 hours a week. Like
Please, if I could go back and tell my young self.
if like when you come in, let's follow the example of Gen Z people. Clock out at 5 o'clock, walk away. For our boomers, Gen X's, older millennials who've been in the workplace and we've gotten fooled to thinking that the more you work, the better you are. Don't feel a need to take on a bunch of projects, work 90 hours a week to try to prove something, right? Do what you do and do it well. Like whatever task you have or projects you have, just execute that at a very high level. Do it at a high level, do it efficiently, then clock the fuck out and go live your best life. Like don't feel the need to. And I think in this time of working virtually it is so easy to work so many hours. For veterans like Trish and myself who've been working from home for years and years
For
and years,
years.
we kind of got it under control, like to a point, right? But for new people,
No,
you
I'm
work from
just
home.
recently. No,
You work from
no.
home. You want to keep
I'm
working from
sitting
home.
at
You want
my
to keep
desk until there's times I've been there 9, 10,
You
11
got to shut
o'clock
it
at
down.
night.
You got to shut that down.
Exhausted.
Got to shut it down.
Exhausted. Let me tell you what, the last 2 days, I was falling asleep at my desk at probably 5:36. I went to bed. I went to bed early. Well,
Yeah,
I
shout
took a
out to
nap.
nap time.
I
Shout
took
out
I
to
took
nap
a
time.
nap. I got a call yesterday from a buddy of mine. Well, actually he called me. I don't think I answered because I was asleep. My daughter came in the room. She's like, "Hey, you got a text?" And I was like, "Okay." And I woke up and it was like, "Call me." No, right now. I was like, "Okay." I called. And I was like, "What? I don't know. I don't even know what he was talking about
Yeah, no.
because I was asleep."
Shut the laptop down, guys. I know working
Shut
from
it down.
home. I know you're just sitting on the couch and you want. Maybe I should open my computer. No, don't open your computer. Don't come into corporate America and set the standard that you're always available. It's kind of like being in relationships. Sometimes you got to not be available. You got to make them miss you a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You can't just always be there. You can't let them take you for granted. So let them miss you. Something else. Don't assume you know everything when you first come in here. I know you got your degrees. I know you've been in class. I know you did your little internships. Oh, it's so cute, right? But don't assume you know everything. Don't be that new person who feels the need to be the first person to speak in every meeting. You want
Hmm.
to answer every question. Like just sometimes sit back, observe the room, listen to the veterans who've been there for a while, let them speak, take notes, right? Don't feel
Hmm.
about everything, right? Next, don't stress out about not knowing everything. Don't let the fact that you don't know everything stress you out and cause you have to work 90 hours because you want to prove something. Like, no, just
Right.
nobody knows everything. I'm sure your
Nobody.
manager doesn't even know everything.
No.
Your manager does not know everything. Mark Cuban once said, and for those who don't know who Mark Cuban is a billionaire who owns the Dallas Mavericks. He got his
And he's from
money.
Pittsburgh.
He's from Pittsburgh. He got his money during the internet boom era. He was when his company was one of the first companies to do streaming. He wanted to develop a way to listen to basketball games over the computer, and that turned into video streaming, and that turned into him being worth billions of dollars
I don't
and
think
buying
I
the
knew
Dallas
that's what his
Mavericks.
company did. I knew it
Yeah,
was IT and it's Dorn.com, but I didn't know exactly what.
yeah. And so he said he makes sure that he is never the smartest person in the room. He was
Yeah,
like, if
you
you're the
need a bigger
smartest,
room.
yeah, you need a bigger room if you're the smartest person in the room.
Right.
He was like, I don't know everything, and so I surround myself with people who do know everything. You're right.
Right.
So like, don't be mad that you don't know everything when you're in the room, when you're in the meeting, when you're on a project and you don't know the answer. Don't say anything that sounds stupid. Just be quiet
Yep.
and learn. Like,
Hmm.
just sometimes it's best to be quiet and let people assume you know everything and not show them that you don't know anything.
Right.
Right?
That is my
Like,
motto.
yes,
That's my
yes.
motto.
Facts. Next, this is a good one. Don't participate in office gossip. Don't listen. You're new. You just came here. You fresh. Why are you sitting here gossiping about people that you don't even know? Why are you passing along stories about something you heard from Jill, who heard it from Bob, who heard it from Tim when they were out with Andy, right? Why are you talking? Why are you know? Just sit back. If somebody comes to you, be like, oh, hey, let me give you a little heads up about Jill over there. Okay. You be like, oh shit, I got a meeting, I gotta jump on. Let's talk later. Okay. Like
I,
somebody pings you, like, hey, when you get a second, let me give you a little heads up about Bob. Like, meeting is packed, schedule is jammed all
but
day long.
these younger gen, they love the tea though. They what do you do? Because even my daughter, people will come to her with stuff and about a friend of hers. And I was like, do not engage them. That is your friend. She said, what do I say? I said, tell them I'm not having this conversation.
Pretty
And
much.
and remove yourself from it. Either if
Be
you have to
10 toes
physically walk
down.
away or hang up, whatever you do, but that is your friend. You don't engage in that. You
Not
don't
at all.
yeah, that's not because one day it could be you.
Facts.
So
And listen, if the person's coming talking to you about somebody,
they're
guess what?
taking it. They're taking it.
They're going to
They
talk to
bringing it. They're
somebody else
taking it.
about you.
Hmm.
Exactly. They're sitting in your office. They're on their Zoom. Like, hey, let's just jump on camera and talk for a little bit. They're watching your background. They're looking all
Hmm.
around you. They're seeing what's going on. They're passing it along. Right. So don't participate. Be
Yeah.
Switzerland. Right. When you're in the office,
Be
be
neutral.
Switzerland. Be completely neutral. Just be chill. Be the candy person. That's the only reason somebody knows you if you're in the office because you got candy at your desk. That's it. You know what I
That's so
mean?
funny.
Everybody loves the candy person. Well, every
Yeah.
office had a candy person. That person was
Yes.
everybody's favorite person. You know what I
Yes.
mean? They
Now,
don't.
when I would go to Gilead, the girls, the coordinators always had candy, so I would take candy. I would buy candy
Oh, that's
and
good.
take it and dump it because I was out because I always needed them. Like I wanted to stay in their good graces, and
Then
so
I
I'm
tell
like,
y'all, Trish
"Here's
know how to work a
candy.
room. She know how to work a
Here's
room,
some
y'all.
candy." They're
Take
like,
notes.
"Oh, look, you brought candy." Yep. I'm like, I mean,
Oh,
years ago, my mother told me you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar, and I am. If
facts.
I get mad about something, then it must be egregious because I'm like, we can figure this out. We can figure this out civilly, and I can get what I want by being pleasant. So
Yes. Manipulation does not take anger.
no.
If you're in the office, this is a in the office one purely for in the office. For those persons new to the corporate world, please don't bring smelly foods into the office.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
I understand
Salmon,
that.
fish, any
Listen,
fish.
I get it. Your culture loves this type of dish, and you want to like eat this dish when you're at work, but don't. It, we don't want to smell it. It's horrible, and it lingers and it sits there.
Ariel almost took salmon for lunch once. I was like, "You will be a laughing
Don't
stock."
do that. Don't
She
do
was like,
that.
"Oh, I'm so glad you told me." I was like, "You're gonna put that in the microwave?" Oh no!
And don't bring back smelly foods. Like even if you don't bring it back to the office. If you go get a tuna sub, eat the tuna sub in your car or wherever you're
But
at.
tuna
Don't bring it
sub,
inside.
but tuna doesn't really smell, does it?
Yeah,
Tuna
especially if you
subs,
put a bunch of stuff on it, like
onions.
onions
Oh, that
and
sounds good.
pepper. It does. Not gonna
I'm
lie.
hungry.
Hey, not gonna lie. The Subway tuna sub was really banging before they switched it
Before
over to
they,
real meat.
before
Like
they. Oh, wait a minute! It tastes different now.
Oh yeah, it tastes different now. Most of it is not the same.
What were they making it from?
I don't know, but I miss it. It had this little. I miss
My mother
it,
loved that tuna sandwich. I was like, "Ma, that is not tuna. They tested it.
It don't matter.
It's not,
it don't
and
matter.
the bread had rubber in it. They made it from
care.
the same rubber they put
care.
in a lot of
I need
cereals.
that. I need all that.
Who thought? You know what? You know what this bread needs? Rubber.
Sugar, rubber, and sugar. That's all this bread needs.
I don't under. That shows you that the FDA is a fascist organization.
Yo, Europe, I think it was.
They would never allow that.
Yeah, they categorized they categorized Subway bread as a dessert because of how much sugar it had in it. Like
they don't allow that. Our lotions are packed with things that basically we don't even need to be embalmed.
Nope.
We die, we stay pristine.
Preservatives like a motherfucker.
Yes.
Like everyone who loves Coke. People be drinking Coke and sodas.
Now,
Like, why can't I lose weight? Because of all the preservatives in it. You know what preservatives do? They preserve.
Coke. That
includes the fat in your body. So they're preserving the fat in your body. That's why it's so hard.
Is that's why?
That's why you lose so much weight after you stop drinking sodas and you weight falls off.
I don't drink soda often, but when I do, it's a Coke.
It's a Coke.
I have a Coke and a Smile. I'm telling you what. Now I'm from Pittsburgh, so I grew up on Pepsi. And then when I moved here to Atlanta, well, even before I never liked Coke growing up because it was too sweet. Like I always said, Coke is sweet and
Pepsi is so much sweeter than Coke.
It's sweet now because when they made it with sugar, which is counterintuitive, when it was made with real sugar, like if you go to the islands, you can still get the big bottles of Pepsi, and that's the kind that burns your throat, which is what I like. But Coke was always sweet to me. But Coke in the curvy bottle, ice cold, burned my throat. So I was like, so I would drink. I was a Pepsi girl, but would drink Coke like that. And then when I moved here, I just stopped drinking. At first, I was like, I could never drink a Coke float,
can
you
you
know, with
find
ice
Pepsi
cream.
in Atlanta?
I guess I could, but my mom drinks it because we're from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, no.
So I was like, I can drink Coke, but I have to drink a Pepsi float. I can't drink a Coke float like with ice cream.
Yeah.
And then I acquired that taste. Now I'm like, I can't drink a Pepsi float, but but I don't drink them often. But when I drink them, so when it's a treat, it's like something. I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna have a Coke today. Like, and I think I had one on Sunday. Ariel brought me some home on Sunday, but it was in the 2 liter. I was like, Ariel, that's gonna be flat. I can't drink that. It's got to be in the 20-ounce, ice cold. So.
Yeah, in fact, nothing better than an ice cold drink. No, I'm not a big Coke guy. I prefer just carbonated water.
I like Pellegrino. What's your favorite carbonated water?
Regular off-brand stuff like Food Lion or Lowe's Foods has the best.
Really?
Yeah, because Pellegrino or Perrier, they have a lot of salt for some reason in their carbonated waters. I don't like.
Okay.
I don't like that. Basically,
maybe that's why I like it.
Yeah.
Perrier. I mean, I've had Perrier, but I really like Pellegrino.
Yeah. I only talk about Pellegrino when I go to Chipotle because that's the only option that they have as far as carbonated water is concerned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me see. So next on the list of things not to do when you enter the corporate space is don't feel a need to fill the quiet spaces on the Zoom call with minor questions that aren't pressing.
Mm-hmm.
Let the space be quiet. I know for a person's new, they see the room get quiet and then they hear that leader ask that question. Anyone have anything else? And everything's quiet. And you get nervous.
And it's like 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Right. Same thing.
You're like this, like 1, 2, like you're ready to
and then there's always that person. Don't be that person. Just let it be. Let the silence be. It's kind of like negotiating.
Yeah.
Like first person to speak loses.
Yes.
Like
my dad told me that years ago.
It don't matter what you're doing. If you're having an argument, if you're buying a car, whatever the case, like don't speak. My wife and I will be arguing Now I just sit there and look at her. Now just sit. Because I'm not going to lose this.
I'm not gonna... so funny.
You know, I've been married 20 years, so I end up apologizing anyway because it's always my fault in some manner. So it doesn't matter. But that's a whole nother call. Let me see. Next. You know, godly. Now, this may be just a personal pet peeve of mine, but personally, if you're new to corporate, please don't put your pets on camera. I don't care about your dog with the one eye and the third. I don't care.
I don't care.
Oh, look at the dog I just adopted. Oh, he was abused.
I love to see people's dogs.
No,
maybe it's because I have a dog now. When I didn't have a dog, I was like,
yeah, you were not a dog person. Don't like Trisha. Trisha's not been this dog person. She just
always liked dogs, but now I love them. I love all dogs. I love them all.
Converted. She wasn't.
He did. I love all dogs, and I follow all my TikTok is full of dogs and animals. And when Ruby Doobie, the red zipper nose Doberman died, I cried, and I thought, God damn, dogs don't live that long. I can't follow any more dogs because you get to know them. Like there's this one golden doodle named Brody. And Brody's hair, they blow his hair out. They keep it long and blow out the curly hair, so it's like this. And he wears goggles. Like his dad rides him on his bike and motorcycle. And he's got goggles and takes his dog everywhere. Like Brody's famous. Oh. So I'm like, But Ruby was my favorite. Yeah. She was my favorite. So smart. So
we lost our dog when my pit bull Buster. Oh shit, I cried. Like
Buster.
Oh my gosh, snot. That shit. That hurt.
Oh,
yeah, but I don't want to see your dog on camera, though. I don't want to see your dog.
Okay, but let me say this real quick. So a colleague, a vendor that I work with, she has what does she have? It doesn't matter what the dog is, but it's a puppy, like Beanie's age, a golden retriever, right? Got into did I tell you this, Shane? She had a box, an Amazon box full with some Advil liquid gels and some shampoo. She was going to take it upstairs. Right. It was sealed. The dog got into the box and bottle of Advil liquid gels and ate the entire box except for one.
Is the dog still alive?
Yes. So the one of the kids had a friend over and they were about to eat dinner. She was like, "What's this?" And they're freak out, but their kids are little, so they can't be like, "Oh." So they swoop. The husband swoops the dog up, takes the dog to the vet. $9,000 later. So this is an advertisement for.
Yo, go ahead, put that dog down.
For pet insurance.
Fuck that. Put that dog down.
So she had to get a blood transfusion, and they were like, "We need a deposit of $7,000." So he charges it, but they had Lemonade insurance. So this is a plug for Lemonade. Lemonade insurance covered 80%. They put their claim in less than 24 hours. The check was in her. The payment was already.
Lemonade. That's what's up.
And she only pays I switched to Lemonade yesterday because I had Fetch, and I think it was like 30 something a month, and it was a $15,000 max, $300 deductible. I switched to Lemonade. Now I'm paying like $22. It's a $250 deductible and $20,000 a year. Great. So yeah. So anyway,
I might have to go ahead and do that because we got 3 dogs, and I'm not trying to incur that cost. I had a friend who had a French bulldog, the little French bulldog, and motherfucker had back issues. These niggas,
damn shame.
They ended up paying like $16,000 in back surgeries for this little motherfucker.
They didn't have insurance?
I don't know what the fuck that. I know Mike was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna
put the rest of the coins
in." And what's crazy is that they ended up breaking up. Like him and his fiance at the time didn't even make it.
And he didn't get the dog.
Huh?
And who got the dog?
Oh, it was her dog.
Oh.
Yeah. After 16, jeez.
Well, if you have insurance, then okay. But they're so cute, though. But even my husband said the vet has you over a barrel, basically. You know what I mean?
Not me.
Because I think my husband loves, and I don't have to worry about him seeing this because he does not watch. I think my husband loves Beanie more than all of us. He was like, "Ariel, get Beanie some bubbles. Order him some bubbles." He's always like, "Go outside and blow bubbles for Beanie." Beanie, he don't care about them bubbles, but he always thinking all these ways, all these things for Beanie. He thinks about Beanie.
My wife would be like, "You don't ever hold these dogs, but you always yelling at the kids about not taking care of them." I'm like, yo, they're in my house.
Right.
I don't want them to be suffering. If you're gonna be here, you're gonna live
Right.
comfortably. But I'm not gonna be the one giving you comfort. Like I don't want to hold you and pet you. No,
Oh, when my
no.
husband comes home, Beanie is right there by him
Oh
most of
man.
the night
Because I don't like
until.
little dogs, and these dogs are
Oh,
little, and
you
my
have little
dogs have
dogs.
attitudes, and they're
Little
very
dogs.
arrogant. I
Little
miss my
dogs
big
are
dog. I miss my pit
jerks.
bull. Like yeah, I don't.
Yeah, little
But you know,
dogs are jerks. They have attitude problems. They're always barking like
and they're
shut
demanding,
up.
and then all the dogs are female, and I had not
Oh,
known up to this point that female dogs get periods if they're not neutered. And
gosh.
I'm like, why does this dog have on a pamper? My wife was like, oh, well, her period's on. Oh, excuse me.
Oh my god.
And then there's the whining with the period. I'm like, yo,
Oh,
I gotta
they
deal
do.
with it. I'm like,
Oh.
and we need to get
So
this
they're
all
not
neutered.
fixed? Are they,
Oh no,
are they
no,
fixed
they're-
now?
yeah,
That
they're
was
gonna
when you
get
first
fixed.
got them.
No, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's cutting out. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not gonna do
Oh.
that. Not at all. Let me see. So
All
next
right.
on the list of things
We
not
veered
to do.
over the. We veered over. Yeah.
Next on the list of things not to do is if your office has a casual dress code, do
Okay.
not take that to the extreme. Do not come into the office wearing flip flops and tank tops. That is not what we mean by casual. Casual means jeans and a polo, jeans and a t-shirt. You know,
Does it mean jeans though?
it doesn't have to mean that. You can wear
Or
like
does it mean
it,
like
it-
khakis
but,
or
I
for
mean, I
men?
think khakis start venturing off into like business casual in my mind.
Okay,
Right?
so
Khakis is
you're saying
slacks.
casual. Okay.
Yeah, like if you have a casual dress code, don't be extreme with it. And if you have a casual dress code and you're on Zoom, don't come on the Zoom fresh off a workout. Like, don't be there sweaty and just disgusting looking. Your hair's all wet and matted, and like nobody wants to see that. Like,
Mhm.
dry off before you get on camera.
Towel
Like,
off. Put a shirt on.
like do something. Like I was about to say, but I don't like. Sometimes I'll get on Zoom with my tank tops or whatever. So I was like,
In the
you know,
summer.
in the summertime, yeah, sometimes shoulders out, bro. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I work too
Right.
hard not to put them out there.
Right.
But yeah,
And they're
if you-
nice tank tops, and they're
Yeah,
colorful.
nice tank
They're like fruit stripe.
No, I try to have fun.
Right.
With it. But don't come in the office in flip flops and looking like you're just fresh off the beach. No, like that's not what we're here for. That's not what the deal is.
I worked with a company that has a really casual. They're just really casual, and there were a director showed up at their national sales meeting in like sweats.
Wow.
But people were like, I think people who came from other environments were like, I can't believe it. But I was like, you say you're casual. Like he's confused. He's been
Yep.
here for years. He's confused. He doesn't have any clothes now.
Oh no, if I'm a
So-
director, yeah, I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do at that point in time. Well, what you gonna
So
do? Fire
funny.
me? Like that. Whatever. Next two. So your final two things. These are things I feel like are most important
Okay.
in the office space, corporate America space. First thing, don't assume anyone is your BFF after a couple weeks of being in the office. Don't let your guard down
Mhm.
when you go out for drinks and you think you can just get sloppy because I'm here with
Oh
Kim.
my
And
gosh.
Kim and I, we've known each other for 2 weeks
Right.
and we're awesome together and we have lunch together and
Yep.
we laugh at the same jokes. So let's get
Mhm.
sloppy at the bar and no, don't do that.
I have a story about that. This was a guy that worked at Santa Fe years ago. They were in Vegas at their national sales meeting, and he went out with some dudes colleagues who I guess he thought were his friends. He got drunk beyond drunk, passed out on the elevator. They left him there. The next morning, he was still on the elevator when everybody was going down to breakfast. He lost his job on the spot. Yes.
Don't assume anyone
Yeah.
is your best friend
Nope.
after a couple of weeks of
Nope.
being in the office. You got to assume that this is a race and everyone's trying to win at the end, and anything they can do to get there, they
Yep.
will do. Corporate
Yep.
America is like the streets, people. Like I know
Mhm.
people think you wear suits and ties, but
Yep.
if you listen to anyone who's been in the streets and then come over to corporate America, they'll tell you that corporate
It's
America
more
is worse.
ruthless.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
more ruthless than the streets because they will
Mhm.
smile in your face,
Yeah.
they'll pat you on the back, and then the next day they will set you up to be fired.
Yeah.
You will get fucked over. So don't assume anyone is your best friend. Don't let your guard down. And then especially at company sponsored events, the office Christmas party is not the time to get drunk. The
No.
office New Year's party is not the time to get
No.
sloppy and wasted and make a pass at Jill from accounting because you like the way she looks in her little skirts during the week.
Right.
Like,
No.
don't make a pass at Bill in finance because his suits are tailored and really nice. Like,
Yeah.
calm your ass down, have a
Right.
couple drinks, eat some hors d'oeuvres, laugh, and go the fuck home.
Right.
Like, do not get sloppy at office
No.
sponsored events.
No.
Don't.
Nope.
People, don't. I don't know how else to say it. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
No.
not the thing. Now, the number one thing, and this is going to help transition us into our corner
Accountability.
of accountability.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
The number one thing you should, I'm trying to tell you, folks, trying to tell you, do not, and I repeat,
This is for the cheap
by
seats.
guys, please listen. I know it gets tempting. You spend all these hours together. You're there all the time. You're laughing, joking. Some people work out. They're in good shape. Oh, clothes fitting nice. Oh, my God. Don't fuck anybody in the office. Do not fuck anyone that you work with. Like,
coins.
like, listen, I know it's cute to say you got a work husband and a work wife, and you guys like to get each other drinks, and you go to lunch together all the time, and you just have a really good camaraderie, and that's fine. You know, sometimes you just really click with someone, and it's cool, and it's fun energy, right?
Yep.
But please don't fuck them. Like,
Please don't.
Please don't. Like, don't.
Please
I don't know how else to say it. Don't. Like,
Just don't.
It's not going to end well.
No.
It's rare that I've seen any office romances last.
I'm trying to think if
actually
I've known anybody at either, it's so lazy too. It's just lazy.
That's
like,
a good. Yeah, you said
it's
that
just-
yesterday. I
it's
thought that
just
was funny.
lazy.
I was like,
Yeah.
it's means an opportunity. It is means an
Yeah.
opportunity. You're here. I'm here. Let's fuck. Right.
And
Like,
doctors and nurses, you know what I mean?
doctors and nurses,
Wherever
so
you-
cliche.
Shitting where you eat. Yeah.
You know, like, don't shit where you eat. Like,
Yeah.
it is not the only time I would recommend fucking someone you work with or work around a lot is if you work from home. You know, like, and you know, you and your partner are together. By all means, have all the office tryst you want. Fuck
Right.
all over the
But
house.
not, yeah.
Now you actually got to go in the office. Don't do it, people, because it's not going to end well, right?
No,
Like-
it's not gonna give an example of
And-
not ending well.
Well,
So in our accountability corner,
in our accountability corner,
yeah.
great transition over
Yeah.
of it not ending well.
Right.
We have the Boston Celtics coach, Ime Udoka. Ime Udoka was a prodigy of Greg Popovich. You were literally NBA gold, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you were golden.
Yeah, it's sad. It's
sad.
very sad. It's sad. Sad. All right. So we're wrapping it up on a sad note anyway. So this week was what not to do for our youngins and entering corporate America. Next week is what to do
What to do?
in true fashion.
How
We
do
tell you
you-
what not to do. And then next week we'll tell you what to do. So we won't
right?
leave you
We're not
hanging.
gonna leave you hanging.
No,
We're
we're
not
gonna
just
leave
gonna
you
have what
hanging.
not to do. We're gonna tell you what to
No.
do. How
Yeah.
do you be successful? How do you climb that ladder?
Right.
Keep your morals.
Right.
Keep your name clean. Keep
Right.
a good reputation.
Yeah.
And still show and prove to yourself to be great when you're at the office, right?
Yep. All right, so you can find us on Anchor, on Spotify, we're Apple Podcasts,
On the
Amazon
Twitter.
Music, Twitter,
On the Twitter.
Facebook, the Gram.
Shout out to the Gram. Shout out to
yeah.
Twitter. Shout out to TikTok. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can find us at twoliverecruiters.com. You can email us at info@twoliverecruiters.com. You can find us on YouTube.
YouTube,
So
yeah.
obviously we do the video for YouTube, but I know that people watch it because they tell me, can you please like and subscribe?
I mean, can you just like? Can we get some
Like
followers?
and subscribe. Yeah, I mean, I know you're watching it because I know people are like, oh yeah. I'm like, can you like and
Just hit the like
subscribe?
button. Just hit the like button.
Yeah, just
let us
and
know.
then every week you get an alert when a new video comes out.
Facts.
So
We got
yeah. So anyway, all right. Have a great day, Shane. Have a great weekend.
you. Yeah. Have a great weekend. Tell you, like I tell everybody else, Trish, make sure you do something this weekend that you can't talk about on Monday.
Oh
Sure.
man, you know what? I had my chance because my friend was my sister. Basically, she texted me yesterday. She's like, "I'm on my way to Vegas," and she asked me if I wanted to go on Tuesday, and I told her I was gone. She didn't ask me again. But when I saw that, I was like, I could have went to Vegas.
Could have went to Vegas.
I could have went to Vegas and
great
did something that stayed in Vegas.
Just stayed in Vegas. What happened in Vegas typically stays in Vegas.
I
I'll
never
give Vegas
have.
that. Not a lot of stuff comes out of Vegas. You don't see a lot of like videos of, oh, this was Vegas. People really kind of hold true to that Vegas thing. Like,
Right.
what happened to, except STDs, that go with you everywhere.
Yeah,
But outside of STDs, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I know, but back to you saying do something that you can't tell me about. I never do that.
Are you
I
sure?
never do anything.
Think about it. None of those Thirsty Thursdays. You didn't have any stories from Thirsty Thursday weekends that you.
Well,
like, you can't
everybody
talk about
knew,
anymore?
like the time where I ended up at the cemetery drinking grain alcohol mixed with powdered Kool-Aid, not even water. And the moon was chasing me, but everybody was there, so they saw it. I did have to go home that weekend. Oh, I threw up on the way back from the cemetery, and I had to go home the next day because I was a laughing stock. So yeah, but everybody knew. So no,
you gotta live life a little bit.
I know I do, but
yeah,
but I do things where I want great things to happen, and I'm not ashamed that it happened. Like I just want to have. I want to be doing something so awesome that while I'm doing it, I'm thinking, this is so cool. I am so happy. That's what I strive for.
I was strive for that same.
To have those moments where I'm like, where I realize how happy I am in the moment.
Yeah.
That's what I strive for. So.
Yeah, I strive for the memories that when I'm old.
Yeah.
In my 90s.
Even if I don't remember. Yeah. Even if I don't remember.
I'm like, I remember when I did that. And I just turned like, well, I was a wild one when I was young, but I'm trying to tell y'all look at me now. Your boy was cutting up when he was young. I'm trying to tell you.
That's so funny.
Everyone have a great weekend. Everyone cut up a little bit.
Yeah, cut up. Have fun. Make memories. Have fun. Smile till your face hurts.
Drink some rum and do something memorable.
Yep. All right. Talk to you soon.